Okay, so today I'm going to make a cheese and onion pasty. So what you will need is you need a puff pastry sheet. You need some onions that I've diced. This is roughly 1/4 to half an onion that I've diced. The amount of onion or cheese you use just depends on the size of the puff pastry sheet that you have. You also need some cheese. So I've got some grated cheese in here. It's a mixture of Parmesan cheese and cheddar cheese, but any type of cheese will do. I'm just using what I have in my fridge. You also need some milk just to use as a wash, just to glaze the outside. I've got a fork here just so that I can do a nice pattern once I've made the actual pasty. Okay, so the first thing we do is combine the onion and the cheese. Okay, so I've combined the cheese and onion. At this stage you can add some pepper to it. So I'm adding some black pepper to it just for taste. If you choose to as well, you can add some salt, but if you're on a low salt diet, just be careful. You can add some mixed herbs too if you wish to. And I think you can't go wrong with mixed herbs. I'm going to cut this puff pastry sheet into 3 sections, just 3 bits, just like into thirds, just like that. I've spooned the mixture all like so. So the next thing to do is actually apply the milk or egg wash. So you just put that onto the sides. I've applied the milk wash to the corners, to the sides, and also to the other half that hasn't got the cheese on it. So what you do next is you just fold it over like that, and using the fork you're basically going to crimp the ends. So I've used the fork to crimp the ends. The milk wash that we use helps the ends to seal to it. So just repeat this with the other 2. Okay, so all 3 have been done. You can, if you wish to, just poke a little bit of holes with the fork. Just add a nice design once it's been cooked, just like that. Okay, so the next thing to do is to now do another milk wash on top. This is just going to add a nice glaze to the cheese and onion pasty once it's been cooked. So I've washed it with the milk. You can use egg as well if you want to. So what you need to do next is transfer the cheese and onion pasty onto a lined oven tray. Put in the oven, and according to the instructions on the puff pastry sheet, the oven I'm using has been heated to roughly 425 degrees Fahrenheit or 220 degrees centigrade, and you leave it there for at least 15 to 20 minutes, or until you get a nice golden color to the pastry. You can also make this with other fillings like potatoes. If you want, you can have mashed potato filling inside. There's so many different fillings that you can use. Yeah, so the cheese and onion pasties have been done. Don't worry too much if the cheese oozes out. Cheese and onion mixture oozes out of the pastry. That's not important. It's the taste that's most important. So there you go, the cheese and onion pasty. So it's quite simple to make. I didn't add any salt to it because the cheese already contains some salt, and you have to be careful with the amount of salt you add to food nowadays because it can cause high blood pressure. But it tastes really nice because I had a bit of the cheese and onion mix that oozed out, and that's really nice. So make sure you take it out when it gets a nice golden color like this. Okay, well, enjoy.